Hi, I'm Adam Rich from the Biology Department at Brockport. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my research lab here. We're focused on GI motility, or gastrointestinal motility, and when I talk about motility, what I'm talking about are the spontaneous and rhythmic, and most importantly, coordinated contractions in your gastrointestinal tract. So the GI tract is a series of organs: the esophagus, the stomach, the small and large intestines, and each one of those organs has special and unique properties. All of them have muscular contractions, and these contractions must be coordinated for things to mix, for the intestinal contents to mix, and for them to propel forward to optimize nutrient absorption and the elimination of waste. So my lab studies these processes, how they develop, and what happens when they go wrong. When these contractions are uncoordinated, there's pain, maybe constipation, or bloating, or delayed gastric emptying called gastroparesis. What we know is that these conditions are associated with deficits in certain cell types, primarily the interstitial cell of Gehal and the enteric nervous system. So let me back up. There are three cell types that regulate these coordinated contractions, and that's smooth muscle, enteric neurons, and the interstitial cell of Gehal, or the ICC. My lab focuses on ICC because what we know is patients with abdominal pain, constipation, or delayed gastric emptying have deficits in interstitial cells of Gehal. And by deficits, I mean there aren't as many of these cells. So clearly I can go on and on about these processes, and that's not what I want to do here. What I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about research and about, as a student, what it's like to do research in the lab. My lab is really active all year round, so at any one time there are between 4 and 6 students working there. There might be undergraduates or master's level students, and they're working in the lab because they're interested in research and because doing this research will help them achieve their individual goals. The lab is really a team environment, and in the lab you'll learn how to design the experiments, how to actually execute the experiments, and then how to interpret the data. Most importantly, in my mind, is you'll learn how to communicate what you do. You'll learn how to talk about this research with other students like yourself, with people who aren't scientists, and possibly with people who might hire you for a job or admit you into graduate school or some other professional program. If this seems appealing to you, if you're interested, you should talk to someone in my lab. That's the first thing you should do to find out what it's like. The second thing you should do is, just like anything else, find out if the people who've done this have been successful. So learn about the track record of the lab. Last but not least, you should talk to me. I'm going to ask you, what are your goals? What do you think research is? And how much time do you have? And then if there's room and we can find a project that will help you in your goals and that will help the lab, then we've got a win-win and we'll probably make it work. So I really encourage you to get involved, either in my lab or some other lab. It's really fun, it's enormously rewarding, and it will help you to succeed. So I hope to see you in the labs.